Viewers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's life is in grave danger. Times Now's internal security editor Nikunj Garg has accessed restricted documents talking about a threat letter containing just 3 words, viewers. India's intelligence agencies have adjudged the threat as a credible one and believe it originates from entities beyond the borders. The threat is a call to incite assassins in India against the Prime Minister. The agencies believe that India's enemies have been trying to exploit fault lines created by vitriolic politics targeting Modi in hate campaigns launched by the ultra-left, Islamists and certain mainstream politicians. Very, very serious, viewers. Very serious, and we have the documents with us. And these documents have been accessed, as I told you, by Times Now's internal security editor, Nikunj Garg. Here are the documents, the threat, the original threat, and of course, the advisory that has been issued. Here is the advisory that has been issued on the back of it by the Ministry of Home Affairs. And I can tell you that the attempt is to brand Modi anti-minority and exclusivist. This is, of course, at variance with the hard facts, as Prime Minister Modi has won 2 elections back-to-back and has emerged as the longest-serving non-Congress Prime Minister. Under him, the BJP has won almost 38% of the popular vote, and the NDA has won almost 45% of the popular vote in 2019, which suggests that the Prime Minister enjoys acceptance across denominations. First, viewers, let me take you through this particular threat. And what does it say? What does it say? It says, kill Narendra Modi. Just 3 words. Why is it being considered so credible? What is the basis for the NIA alerting all intelligence agencies, leading ones across the nation, and most importantly, why has there been an upgrade and intensification of the security cover? Nikunj joins us here. Nikunj, first of all, you've accessed this letter. The letter is not, and this is another anomaly, is extremely curt. Kill Narendra Modi, 3 words, nothing more. Unusual, very unusual.
Yes, highly unusual, Rahul. And coming also to the National Investigation Agency, which is the youngest of all law enforcement agencies in this country, not much is about the agency is known beyond the usual, beyond the realm of law enforcement domain in the anti-terror circles. Quite clearly somebody associated or somebody who knows about the existence of this agency, which has the exclusive mandate of only dealing with terror-related offences under the Unlawful Prevention Activities Act, has approached the agency. The message is quite chilling. Kill Narendra Modi. The duty officer has received the message. The National Investigation Agency, as I have been stressing, is not an intelligence agency. They do have an intelligence wing, but it's otherwise a proper law enforcement agency. Hence, they were required to pass it on just as they did to the Multi-Agency Coordination Center, the apex of all intelligence assessment body set up under the UPA-2, and that Multi-Agency Coordination Center deemed this threat after due assessment by various intelligence agencies, both external and internal of this country, advised the Ministry of Home Affairs to issue a due caution, a due alert to the law enforcement agencies. In Prime Minister's case, it's a peculiar situation. Though he is not traveling at this point in time, his travel, public appearances, etc. are curtailed due to the coronavirus pandemic, but still he remains exposed to the public. His residence itself on 7 Lok Kalyan Marg is right in the middle of the national capital, and many would think that that's an unbreachable fortress. Unfortunately not true. In the past, we have seen that even vehicular ingress has been seen right inside the heart of that residence, and despite all possible target hardening, there have been instances of breach, both in the convoy of the Prime Minister. Remember, Prime Minister has indeed travelled, though in a restricted manner. The convoy of the Prime Minister has been breached in the past. residence of the Prime Minister has been breached in the past. Unfortunate, but there have been instances. So the Ministry of Home Affairs cautioned a special protection group,
Yes.
which now only guards the body or the personage of the Prime Minister, and therefore required target hardening has taken place.
Okay, just stay on with me because I just want to take our viewers through this letter that we have been able to access and also the document alerting intelligence agencies prepared by the Ministry of Home Affairs. This, viewers, first is the letter. Here it is. It was received by Info NIA Mumbai. So it was sent to Info NIA Mumbai. You can see that's the email address, Saturday, August 8, 2020 at 1:34 a.m. in the morning. The three words, very chilling, kill Narendra Modi. After that, you can see that this has been forwarded up the chain. And then, viewers, on the back of that, we had, of course, a Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, NIA, a subject line, threat email received, registered. NIA has received certain emails from email ID ylalwani12345@gmail.com on this particular date, threatening some dignitaries in agency. The contents of the email are self-explanatory and copies of email are enclosed. It is requested to take action as deemed appropriate. These are the words, viewers. NIA has not done any inquiry verification in the matter. This issues with the approval of the competent authority, 4 pages enclosed, sent to Rajesh Bhardwaj, SPMAC, which is the multi-agency coordination, NIA headquarters, and it has been, therefore, viewers, also marked to a large number of other bodies. And I just want to come back to you, Nikunj. Furthermore, we've got more breaking news coming in. The government has now told us, sources within the government, that the input on threat perception has been accessed and also assessed. And what we are being told is that it is being linked to the rise in hate Modi politics. The origin of the mail has been tracked to outside of our country. The input on threat perception has been assessed. It has been assessed to suggest that this is to take advantage, viewers, of the kind of politics that is raging in the country, which is pitting the Prime Minister or painting the Prime Minister as an exclusivist leader who has a problem or perhaps a revulsion of minorities. And this is an ongoing campaign, and whoever is doing this is inciting those who are, of course, the target of that campaign, which are minorities. And this is not just Muslim minorities, but minorities like the Dalits and other denominations. So this is very, very serious, very big implications, and a comment really on how our politics is weakening today our country's national security and emboldening those forces which have a problem with India. Nikunj.
Well, absolutely, Rahul. The fact of the matter is that a large majority of people targeting the Prime Minister forget that when they are targeting it's almost always fine that you do politics amongst each other, target each other on substantive issues. But when you try to make an individual a hate figure, the consequences of it almost always go out of hand. We have seen it in the case of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. She was turned into some kind of a monster, and eventually that led to her assassination. We've in part also seen that in case of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. So Congress party should be extremely wary of giving space to elements of hard left, radical Islamists and other such associates who may try to turn. And in the past we have actually seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi into hate figure. Many of the Congress party's leaders have actually fanned those fires, and unfortunately not learning a lesson from the past assassination of 2 prime ministers of their own. Now the crisis here is also this, Rahul, that Pakistan of late, in order to avoid international scrutiny and sanction which it has been facing, despite that fact, Pakistani Prime Minister has been going around the globe wherever he is entertained and trying to paint Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government as some kind of a fascist regime. this propaganda inside the country, this narrative inside the country, being built by certain elements on the opposition benches, feeds directly into it. And even if some lone wolf kind of an attack or some radicalized minority youth or radicalized minority member takes on to him to carry out some kind of activity, it is only going to
run up to the 2014
Pakistani
campaign,
propaganda, and that is something.
Yes, in the run-up to the 2014 campaign in Bihar, there was a targeted attack on the rally of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We all remember that. Nikunj, just stay on with me. I want to very quickly, this is what Nikunj is talking about. These are the kind of commentaries that are inciting individuals in this country, some of it purely acerbic viewers. Manishankar Aiyar of the Congress party, for example, came out and said, let's see who's more powerful, we or the Qatil. He was addressing the Shaheen Bagh congregation. And this was sometime earlier in the year, last year. Also, Waris Pathan of the AIMIM, improve, fall silent, or we'll become violent. That was a call, once again, to violence against the personage of the Prime Minister and other leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Then, of course, tutored children, very unfortunate viewers, at Shaheen Bagh. Hitler ki maut marega, that was the slogan that was chanted about Narendra Modi, clearly trying to portray the image of an individual who has a problem with minorities, is exceptionalism, and therefore exclusivity, and most importantly, is out to get them. And this kind of fear that is being built up will translate, obviously, into some sort of a dastardly lone wolf, even if that is the case, attack on the Prime Minister's personage. I want to open this out. GVR Narasimha Rao, Shahzad Poonawalla here with us. Let me go straight across to Vivek Srivastava, a political analyst, left-leaning political analyst, Tausifur Rahman, political analyst, Shadab Chauhan, national spokesperson of the Peace Party. And I want to begin with you first. Vivek Srivastava, would you today at least take onus for perpetuating a myth against the Prime Minister using words that are unparliamentary? Will you condemn some of these individuals? And I haven't even begun to talk about some of the others in the Jawaharlal Nehru University campuses, other bastions of ultra-left, even certain left leaders, certain other Congress leaders, certain leaders in Kashmir, certain leaders in the Northeast. I'm not going there. I've just picked up 3 or 4 examples of this. Do you believe that this kind of invective, this acidic political attack on the Prime Minister is emboldening assassins and will lead to perhaps something untoward?
No. See, first of all, he is the Prime Minister of India. He is my Prime Minister also. And he is the Prime Minister of all the opposition parties also. So, the opposition, it's our duty to criticize, to find faults with the government, to question the government. However, when it comes to serious things like assassination, I think the nation should stand together. There should be a proper investigation and we must find out what is wrong. Now, on the second thought, see, one email is sent. Now, I'm playing the devil's advocate. Without any inquiry, who sent it, what happened, ultra left bhi aa gaya, Islamist bhi aa gaya, hate figures bhi aa gaye. Let there be an inquiry first. Without an inquiry, it is wrong to simply, raise your fingers and start pointing out things.
I don't think any national you're deliberately obfuscating. The question is very straight.
No.
People who are inimical to the interests of this country, listen to me. Vivek ji, listen to me, please. I'm not here to shout over you.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. People who are inimical to the interests of this country are trying to incite other individuals who feel that there is a available justification to target the Prime Minister because he is, in the words of the tutored children at Shaheen Bagh, a Hitler who is out to eliminate a whole minority. He's a Qatil in the words of Manishankar Aiyar. I have not even gone along to the words used by Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, who used the word Maut ke Saudagar and Khoon ki Dalali. So, I'm not even going there. I said I wasn't. But I want to ask you, sir, Are we creating
No
an
national-
unnecessary,
Rahul,
unnecessary
no national
fear
party-
psychosis amongst our minorities against an individual who has very definitively increased his popularity amongst minorities in this country? And the 2019 election results tells you that. That's the question.
No.
And who is responsible for this? I would hold the left responsible, the Congress
no. See,
responsible,
I'll
ultra
tell
left
you.
responsible. And I'm asking you, do you think it's gone too far? Do you think you have done injustice
No, it's
by
not
the
gone
Prime
too far.
Minister?
No.
No, you don't believe so.
Now let me answer. Neither the Congress, nor the left, neither any national party, neither any democratic regional party believes in assassinations and fights. Nobody is anti-national. Everybody
Sir,
believes
you're
in the
whipping up
Constitution. It's a fight
you
for
are
seats.
whipping up a
And
fear
secondly,
psychosis
if you-
against the Prime Minister.
if the-
It only
the-
takes
the-
one gullible
the fear
individual,
psychosis is not
misled,
against the
brainwashed
Prime Minister.
individual to pull
It
a
is
trigger.
against the ideology of the Hindu Rashtra. It is against
Can I
the
counter
fear
that on
psychosis,
fact,
the fight,
Rahul?
the struggle
Okay.
is not against the
Shadab
Prime Minister
Poonawala wants to
or
come in.
individual.
Can I counter
GV
Vivek's
Narasimha Rao is
statement on
also
fact?
there.
Hindu
Who
Rashtra,
takes responsibility
which is the
for this?
brainchild
On fact.
of the RSS.
On fact, okay,
Please,
Shadab
but may I
Poonawala
just
on
come in
fact.
for 20
Shadab
seconds?
Poonawala.
The Hindu Rashtra
On
May I
fact.
come in for 20 seconds, Rahul?
We
May
don't.
I?
You're
we don't
constantly
put our
talking
Prime
about
Minister-
Hindu
Please, Vivek,
Rashtra,
I'm
Hindu
going to
Rashtra,
say
sir. This
something
is
now.
the
You
kind
can
of
give your view
talk that
after
led
that,
to
please.
that led to no. You
Let's
talked
not
about
get digressed.
Hindu Rashtra. This
Rahul.
led to a pogrom against Hindus. Don't do this.
Yes.
Rahul,
Stop
you
doing
become-
this today.
Here
Today,
Vivek
let me
has
tell
just
you, the
said-
UNSC has
Rahul,
blocked an
can I please have
attempt
20 seconds?
to float the idea of Hindu terror. The UNSC has blocked that attempt today. There is nothing called Hindu terror. Please.
The RSS
Okay,
Stop
Rahul,
it.
can I have just 20 seconds?
There is
to
nothing
counter
called Hindu
somebody
terror,
on
sir.
fact?
Even the
Please, thank
international
you.
community has rejected that
Rahul,
formulation.
Golwalkar
Today,
said-
it's happened today. Go
Golwalkar
check.
Said
Go
the
check.
enemies of the nations
Go
are not
check.
the British but the Muslims.
One second. Shadab
Golwalkar
Poonawala wants to
said
come in.
enemies
Shadab
of the
Okay,
Poonawala.
Rahul, can I come in on fact,
But the
please?
Muslims.
On fact.
Yeah,
Nikunj
I'll
also
just
wants to come in. One
I'll just
second.
need to get 20 seconds because this man will keep screaming.
Okay.
Yeah, can I
Shadab.
just have 20 seconds before Nikunj comes in because this man will keep screaming. Rahul, today I think your commentary in the opening missed out a very important point, and that, Rahul, was that when the same Times Now network and you especially brought out the Naxalite threat, that was urban Naxal threat against the Prime Minister, you had a bunch of politicians saying that these were dissenters, these were NGOs, and these people are now languishing in jail. But that threat was also poo-pooed and was said that here's the entire propaganda being created. Those who called Maoists as the single largest threat to the country turned around and said they were NGOs today. This is the same stand taken in Ishrat Jahan case. They said Ishrat Jahan was basically a small beti of India who was being targeted, and they completely took away the
Let's
threat
not
against
go
the
to
Prime
Gujarat,
Minister who was
Rohit.
the
It's a
Chief
very
Minister back then.
controversial topic, and
Rahul,
the
these are the
discussion is going to
people
be too long,
who
Shehzad.
say Narendra Modi
Okay.
ka virod
Let's
is
not go
more
to Gujarat,
important
Rohit.
even if it means Desh Virod.
Let's
These
not
are
go
the
to Mr.
people,
Bhatt, who was an
and these
IPS
are the
officer.
people
There are
that
so
need
many
to be
things I can
exposed.
talk of.
Rahul, what did they say when the urban Naxal threat was put
Let's
out by
not talk
Times
of
Now
the
Network?
Stilwart. Let's
They
not
said
talk
these
of
were
those things.
NGOs.
There is-
The
They
same
said
Vivek
fake
Srivastava
news.
came and said that.
They said it was
And
fake
the
news. It was
same
typed up by
guy
us
came and
or
said
sympathetic
that the
elements to
Prime
Modi.
Minister is silencing dissenters.
Okay, Nikunj Garg wants to come in. Yes, Nikunj, who broke this story, is coming in on this. Yes, Nikunj.
Rahul, a small point. Let the viewers not be misled. It is my responsibility to put facts there. There is absolutely nothing hidden from the viewer. The NIA document says that NIA has not carried out any investigation. That does not mean that the Multi-Agency Coordination Center has not done the fact assessment of this threat. This was issued on 9th of August. I have been privy to it for quite some time, but I have done the homework only after the MAC found it worthy enough of issuing a threat alert. The Ministry of Home Affairs was duly advised, and only then this alert has gone out. So understand the difference. National Investigation Agency is a law enforcement arm. It's not an intelligence agency. It cannot assess a threat, and that to the personage of the Prime Minister. Therefore, there are suitable mechanisms who have assessed
why
uh,
are
the
you
threat,
talking
and
as
then
if
only
there's
this
a
alert has
threat?
been issued.
If
Post
the NIA
not
has
only
not
the
given the
documents,
command, आपने
after
पहले story
speaking,
को
as
release
I've been
कर दिया।
saying, that after a certain point, I cannot be privy to what assessments have gone. I will not be allowed to surmount those barriers by the internal security establishment of this country. Till the point I have seen the assessment we have put out.
Well, it was expected because this has become a Hindu Rashtra. So what do you expect? That's the problem. 1 second, Mr. Srivastava. I want to open this out. GVL Narasimha Rao is there also. GVL Narasimha Rao, Member of Parliament. GVL Narasimha, 1 second. 1 second.
Rahul, ask Vivek his stand on Gautam Navlakha.
Rahul,
One second. I'll come back
Ask
to you.
Vivek his stand on Gautam Navlakha.
I'll ask
him his stand on these people, the Sudha Bharadwajas of the world. Ask him.
आपके स्टोरी में कोई तथ्य नहीं है. There are no facts.
Ask what your stand on Gautam Navlakha.
Story.
Look at this. Viewers,
What is your
instead
stand
of
on Gautam Navlakha, Sudha Bharadwaj?
seriously coming out and repudiating any attempt to assassinate the leader of this country, the Prime Minister of this country, democratically elected,
Sir,
people
we
are saying
stand
his
with the
story
Prime
mein dam
Minister
nahi
of the
hai.
nation.
Can you
We are
believe it,
concerned
viewers?
about the Prime Minister of the
Intelligence
nation.
agencies,
पर आप जो
the
story कर रहे हैं,
NIA
उसमें
has
दम नहीं है.
escalated this, the MAC has gone into it, they've assessed it, they've thought it to be credible, they have alerted other agencies to beef up the Prime Minister's security. All of that costs money. They wouldn't be doing it if this was some, anonymous joke that was being played. Sick one at that. Come on, Mr. Srivastava, have some sense of perspective. GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL Narasimha Rao wants to come in. Mr. Narasimha Rao, yes, go ahead. Member of Parliament.
नहीं बता पा रहे हैं email किसने
I
भेजा.
expect no one to disturb me because I did not disturb anybody. Okay?
Sure.
I think the threat perception, the threat is real. It's not imaginary. I think this country had seen such assassination attempts against prime ministers in the past. Even when he was chief minister, Sri Narendra Modi, there were several attempts. And there were the intelligence bureau in Delhi, which was under the UPA government, revealed many such attempts. It was not the state government that really had the first tip off. So certainly it's a very, very real threat. And India's enemies, both internal and external, they have a coalition of interest. They have a convergence of interest to really see that the India does not continue to have a very strong leader like Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. He continues to be very popular, in fact more popular than ever in the last 6 years. And the terrorists are on the run.
Well,
You
my
have
question is
seen
to-
how Dawood Ibrahim's name was just put up.
Well-
He's under pressure.
अरे आपकी
The
psycho
Masood
offensive
Azhar was
खत्म नहीं
होगी,
the
Johan.
global terrorist. Pakistan
Johan.
is completely
Okay,
cornered.
well-
China is feeling the heat.
Well,
of,
the point is,
actions
the
of
point
government
is,
of
viewers,
India.
if Mr. Modi was so disinclined towards the minorities in this country, why would leading countries of the Islamic world be showering awards upon him? Why would he be winning 65 seats in constituencies where there is a 20% plus Muslim presence, 36, almost 37% of the seats with over 25% Muslim presence? Why would that be happening, Mr. Shadab? I want to ask you, Shadab Chauhan, in the Northeast, the Prime Minister, the BJP has done very well, the Alliance has done very well. Why would that be happening, sir? Why would that be happening?
Rahul, firstly, I want to make clear that as I believe assassination of any prime minister of the country is really shocking and no one can support that.
Good.
But question is that from last 3 days, there's an issue of GDP.
Then why didn't you condemn Shaheen Bagh?
Issue of,
Why didn't you condemn Shaheen Bagh?
Listen to get.
Why didn't you condemn Shaheen Bagh?
Shahzad, if you are Indian, then listen.
Why didn't you condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch? Condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch. Come on. Condemn it. I want you to condemn it today. Condemn it. Condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch.
Shut up. Listen carefully.
Mr. Shoaik Chauhan or whatever your name is, Shoaik Chaudhary, please condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch which said ये हिटलर की मौत मरेगा. चलो
Person of
करो
the Peace Party.
करो condemn करो. Shoaik Chauhan,
Shaheen Bagh is a
Peace
Shut
Party,
up.
come on.
Shadab
Mr. Peace
Chauhan.
Party, come on. Condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch, whatever his name is.
Shadab Chauhan, please, let's be respectful. Shadab Chauhan, National Spokesperson of the Peace Party. Yes, 1 second. Mr. Chauhan, let me ask you.
Mr. Shadab
Let me ask you.
Chauhan, condemn the Shaheen Bagh Soch.
1 second.
Which said Hitler की मौत मरेगा. Come on.
Shadab, I understand. Look, all of us are quite chilled by this. This is extremely provocative. 3 words, kill Narendra Modi, the MAC, and that's the reason why we are leading with this story today, viewers. We have been sustained, taking out a sustained campaign night after night on Sushant Singh Rajput. We will, of course, be going to that story, but this is a very serious threat, and we can't tell you much more. Nikunj is also restrained only because there are certain considerations. This is being investigated. We don't want to tip off those that have issued this threat, those that are working to execute this threat, because they need to be apprehended. The question arises, and I want to ask you again, Mr. Shadab Chauhan, will the opposition and the lobby now tone down and withdraw their vile personal attacks against the Prime Minister? Do you think it was good of the organizers of Shaheen Bagh, for instance, to coach little children to say Hitler ki maut marega? Do you think that was justified?
Rahul, let me complete first, then you can.
No, I'm asking you a simple question, sir. There's nothing to complete. You're going to say, oh, we should be discussing the GDP. You know, this is a threat against the Prime Minister. Are you saying that this is any less significant than discussing the GDP of this country? Fair enough. We can discuss the GDP. We will be doing it. We did it yesterday. We did it day before yesterday. Right now, you were told that you were going to be participating on a debate. Excuse me. It's propaganda. You're saying this is propaganda.
If Prime Minister is not safe in country, how we can say, how our army person can say, how our...
My God, propaganda. We are being told this is now propaganda to divert attention from the real issues. Because this is completely unreasonable. Shadab Chauhan Saab, we have lost three, no, 1 second. We have lost 3 leaders. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. 2 prime ministers, 1 chief minister. We have lost to out and out terror. We have lost the father of our nation to an assassination. So come on, let's not be so flippant. The MAC, when have you heard, has escalated a terror threat to this level? Nikunj wants to come in. Propaganda, Nikunj, you are spreading propaganda today by putting out this at the behest of the government to divert attention from the GDP and China and God alone knows what else crises that are facing this country, including COVID. Are you part of that? I'm asking you. Nikunj.
Surely, Rahul, and that is why the internal security establishment, as I have been saying, will not allow me to breach certain barriers of their assessment, and that's why I cannot put the full information in public domain. All I am saying is to disappoint your panelists. This alert was first sounded on 9th of August. The GDP data was nowhere in picture. Do not go by when a story is put out by a journalist. See the origin date of the story. The date is there. The document is for you to see. I cannot put the story out on the day I get it. There is enough journalistic hard work to be done on the street, in the corridors of power, in the corridors of intelligence establishment before I put anything out for viewers. I am not even aware when is GDP data released. That is not my domain, and so it doesn't bother me at all.
There you go. I just want to very quickly, yes, GVL Narasimha, very quick response. I want to bring in Tausif also, Tausifur Rahman right after Mr. Rahman. Yes.
Check the authenticity of this threat. Nobody has checked the authenticity.
Then why we are waiting from last 1 month?
Okay, let's not speak over each other. Gentlemen, please.
If Prime Minister is not safe, then who is safe?
No one is saying that the Prime Minister is not safe. What we are saying is that there is a threat perception.
You are the threat.
Rahul, the kind of
Soch is
comments
the
that
threat.
were made at Shaheen Bagh, the kind of statements made at Shaheen Bagh, statements made by people like Manishankar Raya, all this is to provide, and the kind of statements that urban Naxals and their sympathizers in the left lobby make, all this is to provide cover fire. They're actually providing cover.
Cover fire. Okay. Tausifur Rahman, Mr. Rahman, will you condemn today at least the statements that were made calling for attacks on the Prime Minister's personage? At least condemn those. Say what happened in Shaheen Bagh was wrong.
It's a very serious discussion. We are talking about
very serious discussion
and the attempt of our beloved Prime Minister. Whatsoever, we must be having a different opinion altogether. But that doesn't mean we want to kill Narendra Modi.
Sir, little children are being groomed.
And we want
little children are being groomed.
It's a very serious
No, in the language of hate, to kill the Hitler who runs this country. Now, I want to ask you, is that justifiable?
From now onwards, whatever is
happening, is that justifiable?
It's our palace politics. But that doesn't mean...
Oh, no, it's not politics, sir. This is not the language of civilized politics. This is the language of a very insightful, very calculated, venomous politics, which has no place in a democracy. You understand that, don't you?
Sir, definitely, sir. That's why I am with you only. Whatever you are saying, I do agree.
So then I
It's a
want to
very
ask you,
serious-
do you think it
How
is
that, sir?
irresponsible, it is very, very dangerous to be inciting minority groups against the Prime Minister by using language that people like Manishankar Ayyar, the young little children of Shaheen Bagh were tutored to speak? It's a very simple question. Yes or no?
Sir, see, you know what happened in Shaheen Bagh and what was the main idea behind Shaheen
Sir,
Bagh.
two wrongs
So I
don't
am
make a
not-
right,
come
do
on,
they?
no,
Even if you were to go by that logic, even if you think you were aggrieved, remember what Mahatma Gandhi said? Violence begets violence, sir. If you feel that the
Sir, but
law
who
was
started?
wrong,
Sir,
that
but who
doesn't mean
created
that you
people
challenge the law through an
arrested
assassination.
and people
Ye kaun sa
arrested
logic hai?
government-
This man is justifying
Minority.
violence.
I'm sorry, sir,
Sir,
you're
you have-
justifying
Sir,
violence.
not
As Shehzad is also saying, we are all
People,
getting that
Rahman.
impression. This is very wrong. I'm going to take a
Shehzad
short
bhai,
break.
Shehzad-
Very short break. We're right
Rahul.
back. Developments in the Yes Bank case also. The Vadhavans, prime accused, have not got bail. Viewers, a very significant step. Times Now had exposed the Yes Bank entire conspiracy to defraud individual investors. No bail for the prime accused. Big development. We're taking a short break. We are back in 3. Big story coming.